Yo, what is going on, guys? Aspect Gaming here, back once again, and I'm doing some shenanigans right now. I seem to have, oh, here they are. I seem to have lost my CPU wafers, but there they are. So I made a little bit of a setup, and we're going down to a temporary EV room. So I threw together a little thing here. I made an advanced fluid extractor in HV, just because I felt like I might need the throughput, but I actually don't think that I do. That's why you do math and not by feel. But yeah, we're able to make the Nano CPU wafers now, and they're actually pretty easy. That's kind of why I just went and did it real quick. And let me just do this real quick. Yeah, it's a 60-second recipe at EV, which is kind of unfortunate. This is going to really chew through our energy. And I had to steal a turbo combustion gen earlier, so we're down even more power. But hopefully the buffer can handle it to at least run for a while. And apparently not, because it looks like it voided. Oh, I know why. You know what? Yeah, we're kind of low on power all the way over here, you know? You see how the wires? 476 and 478. Let me do some math. 478 times 2. 1908. What do I need for the recipe? 1920. Yeah, that kind of is unfortunate. So we're going to need like an HV battery buffer to go in the middle. Which that's not a problem, because they're pretty cheap to do. So let's get a 4x. And I wanted to pop more gold in the wire mill anyways. Okay. And then I should have Energium crystals somewhere. Alright, yeah, just minor troubleshooting to get this done. Yeah, we'll just throw it down here. And then now the energy is reset. We're back to 510. So nice. Let this battery fill up, and then we can run this again. Or, you know, I'll just flip them. And then let's see if we can get this running. So yeah, that should definitely go through like normal now. So each Nano CPU, we're going to chop it up and get 8 Nano CPU. I guess just the wafers. The wafers get chopped up in the actual CPUs. And then it's 1 per each nano processor. So I'm doing 16 of these right now. So that would get me 4 stacks of nanos. And I'm only really limited by my wafers right now, so we can go make some more. The only problem with the wafers is that I'm making the phosphorus doped ones, and I don't have a lot of phosphorus. It's kind of a problem. I gotta find a better source for it. I'm not really sure what angle to go for with it. We do have a bunch of regular wafers too, though. These are just a whole boatload of silicon. And then gallium arsenide. I have so much of both of those. It might even be like, at this point, like the fact that I have so much of both of those materials might mean that I don't care about the more efficient recipe. Oh shit, we got a problem. This pipe loose. It'll fix itself. So now we just let this run for a while. This is a minute per, so It's going to take quite a while to get any kind of meaningful output of this. And there's plenty of more problems for me to solve today. Oh, the other thing. I've been letting this run. Let's see if it's done. Oh, we're almost done. Yeah, I was running my epoxy through. Oh, I just need some more time. Yeah, we got 56 of the advanced circuit boards now, which that's pretty good. I'll take a loop bag. So there's a problem presenting itself that I might want to solve today. Because if you know... So the way I've been dealing with iron 3 chloride still is by going over here to this quest and claiming it there. And it's actually... I'd get to the point where I'm using it quicker than I can grab it from the quest. So that's kind of a problem. And it needs to be solved, just straight up. So I have some ideas. I forget if I mentioned it or not, but there is a machine that I want to build. I don't think I have a book. Oh, I do have it bookmarked. So this is going to be, if I want to do this right now, it's going to be a whole ass journey. So this is a gigantic tooltip, but basically what it's saying is that this is the extreme extermination chamber. It simulates mob spawns, but you need to get a powered spawner of the mob that you want, and you got to put it in there, basically. So I got to get a gas spawner. And the gas spawners can be found in the Twilight Forest where the Urghasts are. So that's doable. We could fight Urghast. I need more lubricant. And I do want to go and do the rest of the Twilight progression, so maybe it's just an excuse to do so right now. Where was I making lubricant? This is a strange chest. This is like old stuff there. Put this in the moon backpack. We'll use it there. Oh my god, do you see all that? I forgot about this. There's a lot of tin in this backpack. See, you just find things when you're doing this. Like, I don't even remember putting that in there. And what do we have in here? Not much. So it should be chopped up now. Give me that quest done. Alright, we are so ready to make some nano CPUs. It's kind of crazy. So the nano processors need a painful 8 of every... of blues, yellows, and oranges. And then electrum wire. Electrum wire is no problem. And then you get 1 nano CPU per. And that's an HV circuit. So that's a much cheaper recipe and a much nicer recipe than this painful one, which takes 2 integrated processors recursively to make 1 HV. So let's try to batch out a whole stack of this. Actually, a whole stack is going to be annoying because I actually don't have... Well, I do have enough. I gotta make more yellows. That's about it. So let's bookmark that. So I've been making the cheap recipes of these, which is polyethylene and aluminum. So that's definitely a route to go. Like, instead of trying to kill myself to find tantalum and like just painful, trying to find any significant amount of that for me right now. I'm just going with the cheapest recipes that I have that I have a ton of. So I bet you understand my philosophy just by me saying it there, but it's just it's more time efficient for me, I guess, to do it the way that I've been doing it as before, where I was spending so much time. I was wasting so much time doing nothing but looking for tantalum, so I think it's just better used making a ton of this stuff. So I'm gonna batch out a whole bunch more yellows. And then we'll be back, and we'll be ready to make a stack of the HV circuits, nano processors. All the stuff that I need, but before we do this, we need to retire the old circuit assembler, and we need to introduce a new one. So kind of got to rearrange the furniture a little bit in here. So let's see how we want to do this. So that's got to happen. And then outside, so I'm tired of making 4 of the turbo combustion gens. So we're making just one EV one, even though the efficiency is a lot worse. I don't care at this point. So yeah, that should be making us an EV amp. So don't place that. We need a transformer. So I think I can go right here with it. And then I just got to run some 2x gold cable. And we put these both back. Yeah, that works out perfectly. Nothing I'm forgetting. Everything looks good. And yeah, this is everything that I need to make a stack of the nanos. So the bad news is that if I want to make my tier 2 rocket, every single one of those nanos has to go into this computer. Because you need 4 LUV circuits for this, and the only LUV circuit I can get right now is the nanoprocessor mainframe. And one of these takes 2 nanocomputers. One nanocomputer takes 2 of these. And then one of these takes 2 of these. So that's a whole ass stack of nano processors gone. And if we pay attention, these all need like advanced circuit boards and stuff. So I'm running more. I'm ready to go do more of these, but I'm waiting on the plate bending machine, which is my new bottleneck for this stuff. Let me run these up. Then this has got to go through. Still using my LV machines for this, but it's okay. We just got to keep it going. Just got to keep this stuff going at all times. So the next tier of circuits that I want to do, let's take a look, is the nanoprocessor array. Now these brought me on to the grays, the SMD inductors, and these are just like an upgraded version of the coils, but we can do a whole bunch of these. Because we have neodymium, I already made the rings, and we can have a bunch of tantalum. So this is kind of the end of my tantalum supply I'm going to be using up here, but we're out of power, god damn it. We can just tell this all to stop. My power grid is failing, guys. Everything is falling apart. Let this finish first. These can go back into the buffers. Yeah, I'll make a whole bunch of the gray coils, so then I don't have to worry about making these awful coil recipes again, which take like nickel, zinc, ferrite, and copper. I mean, that's not a bad recipe because both of these are readily available. It's just that, I don't know, it's inconvenient. If you can make a lot of the grays at once, why not? So I gotta start running these through. So I'm gonna need more of this solar alloy. Where did it even go? I had it. Here it is. Did I mess something up? Tell me it doesn't like these. Maybe it doesn't like the capacitors. That'd be so unfortunate. So those are the cheap recipes that I love using. Let me take a look. I figured out the problem. I'm not entirely sure if it was the capacitors. I don't think it really was. You could swap one out. Maybe it was that as well. Yes, it was that. But also the clean room had gone back to 0 when I broke that block. So this was some kind of like prevention as well to make sure that I'm not going to destroy my circuits. So we appreciate those. Get more loot bags for my collection. I'm going to let these run, and I'm going to deal with all this tomorrow. Because there's a lot of things in my mind right now. And a realization that I can actually... I don't need to go to Mars right now, you know? Like, I don't think I do. And I have unlocked a much cheaper version of the IV circuits than I was dealing with before, and that being the elite nanocomputers. So maybe it is time to do some combustion engines, do some power centralizing, and from there, getting deep into applied energistics to sort of remake a lot of my setups, but much in a much more efficient way, and centralize my fluid storage through that. So that's going to be what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this next couple of days. So we'll see where we get with that. I got another real quick upgrade for the clean room. I have to make the upgraded cutting machine because I just require a stronger cutting machine to cut what I need. So let's put this thing in. It's just a matter of how I want to do this. I think I'll just throw it right here. So yeah, I want this so I can cut these power IC wafers. And then these are useful because they let you make the energy dynamos and the energy hatches at EV. So I'm trying to get at least 2 of these dynamos right now. So basically I want to make a lot of power is what I'm getting at. That's what we're getting. And it's not enough to just have a dynamo. I want to get to this one, the EV dynamo hatch buffered, that it could do 4 amps. I think that's what I need, but I need to double check to make sure. It does say it accepts 8192 EU as an input, so I just don't want things to blow up, you know? I think that's a pretty agreeable thing. Let's keep bending this. And yeah, we're throwing a whole bunch of stuff in this. And we're going to get ready to make some combustion engines. Now, how's this for crazy while you're at it? So I went and upgraded all that whole stack of nanos that I made into the nanoprocessor mainframe LUV tier circuits. So I'm working on this right now. I had a little bit of molybdenum, so you need to make what we want to do. So all I need for the tier 2 rocket to finish it is the rocket control computer. And this needs the EV field generators, which needs a ton of HSSG. I mean, it's not that much, especially if you use this recipe. But yeah, to get that, you need to have molybdenum, and this is kind of difficult to get, honestly. But I happen to have like 5 of it lying around because I did like a whole bunch of those like game show, like I just got it from chest basically, like randomly. So we kind of lucked out, and we're able to get this done right here. So I gotta smelt this up. Okay, all this gotta get out of here. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm actually gonna finish the tier 2 rocket real quick. There's a lot of things going on right now. I had the realization that I could actually finish the tier 2 rocket much easier than I thought I would be able to. With these recipes aren't that bad. It's just a whole bunch of like yellow circuits, which I can make a ton of now. The worst thing here is the SMD diodes, and that's just because I'm really low on platinum, and it's kind of painful for me to use the bad platinum recipe any farther, so... You know what that means, though. We gotta do the plat line to make myself feel good about using platinum in that way. So yeah, that is where I'm at. And, you know, with this HSSG, this is actually what I wanted to use to make my wires as well, so... This does end up working out for my overall plan, which is to set up my power supply, so it finds a way. And the only other question I have is the hot ingot. You need EV? Oh, you need HV. Okay. That makes me happy. I had to grab the energy hatch from the EV vacuum freezer just because I didn't want it to use that much power, because I was running a ton of titanium through it, so... We're good to put this back now, though, because I froze, like, 15 stacks or so of titanium, and it was just... I was not ready to take that hit on my hydrogen and power supply right now. It's rough out here. We're almost done dealing with it, though. Everything's going to start coming together all at once, like, very soon here. Yeah, you see, I had to put a gold chest on it because that's how much stuff I was getting out of it. It was pretty crazy. And there we go. Pulling more tungsten. So yeah, everything else in the Tier 2 rocket is pretty easy. I'll finish this. That's just going to be a little bit of time. But I think I had everything else ready, so let's get this done. All right, so we're over here in the clean room again because I kind of got to craft stuff in here for a bit with the assembling machine. Yeah, the hardest part of this by far are these field generators. Don't use this recipe, just melt the stuff down. My MV fluid extractor worked for this, so yeah, it's circuit 13. And wow, there goes a whole stack of nanos into 2 field generators. So we're going to let that run. I'm almost done getting the rocket. There's a couple more things. So I got to finish this, and then what do I got to do? I got to make the boosters. That's it. So let me wrap all that up, and then we'll get back. All right, I got everything right here for the new rocket. So let's put it all together. And can I shift click this in? No. It's all right, we'll place it. Yeah, making this wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it's really just the computer that killed me. And there we go. Tier 2 rocket is done. Let's put this on my landing pad. A little bit taller. Need a new battery for this. How did I just put the same one in? And we're going to put the old one away. So now with Mars unlocked, I have much easier access to tungsten, as well as access to uranium-238. So I can start making nuclear power, which is a very good alternative and is actually probably something that we'll do a lot of. So there's still more things I got to do though before I want to go to Mars, and I want to get an upgraded drilling rig or a mining rig. My bad. I forget what they're called. I think I just look up rig. No, that's not the right thing. What are they called? Something like a miner. I gotta look for it, but I want to make the multi-block miners because they're pretty easy to do, and they let you bypass using a macerator because they automatically macerate stuff for you, and I'd really like that. So we're gonna try to do that. I actually forget if they get byproducts or not, but I'd assume that they would if you're spending that much stuff to get one. So let me grab one of those before I go to Mars or Phobos or the other one. I forget what they're called, Deimos. I guess there was actually one thing that I forgot to do, and that was make the thermal padding. So this isn't that hard to make. It just took a bunch of time. So 3 components: aluminum foil free, woven cotton, pretty free because I just use an auto clicker to grow cotton, and I have my spinning wheel set up, and then meteoric iron string. I had to go back to the moon and mine a little bit more to get some of this because I used a bunch of it already, but pretty easy to do too. It was 52 ingots, I believe, or 54 maybe to get all this. So now we just throw this in a assembling machine. Oh, I forgot. I need silicone rubber. Okay, yeah, we gotta make this. So I need polydimethyl siloxane, methane, chlorine, water, and silicon. Or you can do methanol and HCl. That might be the better route. Yeah, I feel like I'll probably do this because I think I'll make HCl at a different point in my processes and I can move it over. So thankfully I'm starting to get some silicon from my passive processes over here. Let's go take a look at how much we have right now. I grabbed a little bit earlier. Yeah, this redstone centrifuge it's running permanently. I was actually bottlenecking at the redstone. That's interesting. I thought I would bottleneck here. Yeah, we got plenty of mercury, but we're at 40 stacks of pyrite and 5 of silicon. And I already grabbed a couple, so it's probably closer to like 10. So that's a pretty nice setup to have. Definitely going to keep that going, so let's toss the silicon away. And then the rest of this stuff, I'm going to need to just put it away for now. Throw it in a chest, I guess. I'll get a sign for it. Alright, so I wanted to design a new part of the base for plastics. So I gotta decide where that's gonna go, and then we can move on. Alright, so my plastic stuff's gonna go right over here. I just had to make a whole bunch of LCRs and energy hatches, so that's where I've been. So we're gonna pop this down over here probably. I mean, I'm not really sure I'm gonna put the power, but we'll just throw it there for now. So yeah, what this needs is chlorine, methane, and water. And we'll do that, and then this is a circuit 24. I need silicon and sulfur as well. So the reason there's two recipes here that you gotta do, I'm gonna do them both in the same LCR. So I'm gonna use this circuit 24, which needs raw silicon, methane, chlorine, water, and then you get polydimethylsiloxane as well as HCl and diluted HCl. So you get most of the chlorine back. And then you do 3 crafts of this, and then you can get to the polydimethylsiloxane and sulfur to make a ton of silicone rubber. So that's not that bad. And we can handle all of that. So I just gotta get my power going over here. It's just a matter of how I want to do this, so I want to leave the capability for using EV power over here up, so we're just gonna do something like this. And we'll bring the gold cables over. Those are what I want. I need to make more gold cables. Let's see if I have them cooking. Oh yeah, I did. I just forgot about them. Okay, we'll let that go. I gotta get more rubber for that. Alright, that should be enough. Then we can hook this up. And I just need my bronze pipes. Which I'm out of. Unless I have them in here. No, that's not enough. We can make more. Oh, we're running. I just clicked the button without thinking. So I just routed the fuel over. It's kind of ugly, but whatever. We could fix it later. I need to reroute all the power infrastructure pretty soon anyways, which is what we're doing this for, so. Okay, we're getting it already, so that's going in here. And then I want this to extract automatically into here, but it looks like it isn't. So we're gonna need to give it a little bit of help. There, now that should work. Now that should work. There we go. Hold on, do I have an output hash? Yeah, it's like weirdly in the back for some reason. Oh, these already filled up already. I just wasted a bunch of chlorine probably. How do I want to deal with this right now? Because pretty soon I'm going to be able to transport it with applied energistics, but do I want to do that right now? I don't know if I want to do that right now. I'm not really using these. We'll just throw these on them for catching a buffer. Because I don't think we're going to need a lot of this. We just need a bit of it, so. And then I'll lock those outputs. I'll put the wrong one in. Okay, that's okay. This is regular hydrofluoric. And this is diluted. And that's the rubber, so we're all good. So how much this thing to finish my armor set? I wonder if we have enough already. Where is it? So I want 24 of these. So 24 ingots. So let me do some calculations. Or actually, I have the cells. Each cell's one, so we gotta get one more craft of it off. So what do we need a little bit more of? The chlorine and methane. So let's go get a little bit more of both. Pretty soon this will all be automated, so I'm really excited to play around with the chemistry in this pack with applied energistics, because the last time I did it, I wasn't good at the game, so now it's gonna be a lot more fun. Yeah, we just needed one more craft of it. It looks like it's prioritizing that recipe, so we'll take out the silicon and then we'll do the other one. All right, let's go craft these things. So each of those is going to take... I need to bring my chest. And we'll do these in the EV assembly machine just because it'll be faster. I should have bookmarked it. So it's circuit 1, and it's 8 of each of them. All right, now we just wait. It's actually need a bit more of this to finish the armor set. I hope that this is enough. If it isn't, it's no problem. I can make some more. Okay, each of the armor pieces require you to... Let's just see. I think I need 3 more. Yeah, let's take a look at the recipes. I have a little bit... My inventory is a little bit full. So 8... Okay, it takes like a whole minute. So in that time, we can go and make some more of that rubber. And also put some stuff away. This is kind of chewing through chlorine right now, though. I gotta get all the HCl excess recycling systems set up properly. Because they're not set up yet. Because it's too hard to transfer it all and then try to centralize it with the infrastructure that I have. So I also need to gotta grab some more water. But I only need like 16 of that or something. Well, right, here comes the last one. And nice, with that we have finished the thermal clothes. Let's put these on. Now you get this weird texture beneath you with like the glowing green. Very interesting. See, another upgrade to my armor set. And next time we're gonna have to go to Mars because I'm a little bit tired, so I'm gonna take a break. But next time we're gonna go to Mars and the tungsten problem will be solved, which will open up a whole bunch of crafting recipes. And then we're gonna continue working on the power centralization. So getting more tungsten will help me finish that as well, since this does need tungsten steel cables. And I do want to create a pretty large battery buffer if I can. Or at least a transformer. So let's look at the upgraded transformer. So yeah, if I want to run... I think I need this, the insane transformer. If I want to run HSSG cables, yeah, it's LUV. We gotta go from LUV to IV, and then take it from IV to EV wherever we need it. So These aren't too bad. Just a bunch of tungsten. And this will help me achieve that goal. Because, yeah, this takes tungsten steel to make the casings for Ivy. So, yeah, with that, we can take a little bit of a... We could dip our toes into some Ivy machinery as well. See what is in store for us in GT++, perhaps. We'll have to see what opens up. But yeah, until then, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next time, and have a good day.